I once again thought I would try and get another little video in today. Now, a lot of you may not even recognise these two lamps. Let's move that one out of the way and have a closer look at this one. Yeah, a lot of you probably remember the old London Routemaster bus and the buses that were in service before the Routemaster. I don't know what number they were, but I do remember they all used this type of lamp, and as a kid I dearly wanted to have one of those. In fact, one dropped out of the holder or where it was, I don't know, but it was on the bus. One of these lamps fell down, and I, like an idiot, gave it to the conductor instead of slipping it in my pocket as nothing had happened. But I was very good in those days, so my chances of getting one of these then was a chance, and I didn't take it. I know they were marked on the base LTE, London Transport Executive. This lamp was, I don't think, ever used on the London Transport, but it was the same size lamp that was used, and they were used on the interior lighting, also the lighting for the display in the front of the bus where the bus was going or where it had come from. They'll use it in there, and they were always, as far as I can remember, frosted glass, and that size envelope, which is, I'll put the rule up against it again. It's about 2 inches. 2 inches diameter. Now, these were made in various voltages. This one happens to be, so look at it, made by Criselco, which was a company in Kempston. I don't think it's even there now, but Criselco was jointly owned by Osram and Philips. And there is a lamp there, and that was a bus lamp. This one's 12 volt, 12 watt. They were made in various voltages. I think probably up to 24, may even be slightly more. I know the old trolley buses used a similar lamp. I haven't got a trolley bus lamp, but it was that type. I've since got several of these now that are in the collection upstairs. And as I say, this one was, as I said, 12 volts. I think the London Transport ones were 24 volts. The typical bayonet cap, it's got that reduced skirt, if you like. I don't know. I know the a normal mains voltage lamp, that would be bigger, but as you can see, it's exactly the same holder, and if you were stupid enough to plug one of these into the mains voltage, it would probably end up with a bang, and the bulb would be no good. In a way, I'm amazed they didn't use a cap with 3 pegs or 3 pins, but they didn't. On the trains they did, but we can come up to that another day. I have got a lamp from a train which was acquired for me many years ago. But anyhow, this is what the buses used. Reason being bayonet, there was less chance of the bayonet holder coming loose and the bulb dropping out. Yeah, for many years, buses I can remember had these lamps in them, and they were characteristic of the old London buses. But now LED have taken over, fluorescent in some cases, and then LED. So these lamps are now no longer seen on our buses. They may still be on vintage buses, but even those I think have been changed over. But there we are, there's the lamp. Now, out of London, on some of the other buses, they use the clear glass lamp. This one is exactly the same, basically the same size, except the size of the glass, it's a much smaller diameter. Let's have a little look at that. Yeah, the diameter is just over an inch, so it is smaller. This one, the reading or the etch is virtually gone, but I make out the name. It's made by Lumax. I think they were up at Barnsley, not too sure, but it's certainly Lumax. And this one, I can show the filament, shows a coil type of filament. I can show that a bit better than that. There's the filament. I think that's called axial type filament, but that is what this particular lamp is. And this would have also been, notice the same type of cap, would have been a lamp used on a bus, on a coach. I think in some cases, in some of the early bulb catalogues, these were also listed, or this type, as yacht type lamps. So obviously in certain yachts. But unfortunately today, very much a thing of the past. And these lamps I think were also made in various voltage and wattage range. So there we are, 2 lamps used in the old days. I say the old days. I remember the buses very well, and as I say, I'm very pleased with myself that I never nicked one of these. As a kid I was very tempted, and it would have been quite easy as you walk down the steps of the upper the upper salon of the bus. Walking down the steps, you could easily unplug one of these and slip it in your pocket. But I was good, and these ones I got through legal means. They weren't acquired. But as I say, I will show you sometime a lamp used on the Southern Railway, and I think that was sort of found before it was lost, if you know what I mean. Not by me, many years ago, and it's in the collection. And that one did have 3 little pegs on the bayonet caps. Anyhow, that's more or less all I've got to say on these. A little bit different to the last lamp I put up, but nevertheless, I suppose a vintage lamp still. When you think how long ago was the Routemaster bus, or even the other ones. This one might have been on the, I remember seeing clear lamps, perhaps when I was in Scotland. The buses there were by, God, I'm trying to think the name. I can't remember, but in Scotland I think they did use this size lamp. And I've also noticed it elsewhere, I think on the continent. Anyhow, that's all I've got to say on these. So once again, thanks for watching. Any comments please make. It's good to get the old memory going on some of the old stuff. Don't think I should ever putting up an LED lamp out of a bus. Most uninteresting, but at least these are. And I suppose they are a historical feature. Trolley buses, as I said, did use this type, but I don't know what the voltage was. I think it was a higher voltage. Remember, the trolley buses were powered, obviously, from the overhead cables. They had the two cables. I remember the trolley buses very well, and trolley buses are very popular in a lot of other countries, particularly Switzerland. They have a lot of trolley buses. San Francisco, I believe, does as well. Unfortunately, the ones in England are no longer. And although the trams did come back, the modern form of tram, the trolley bus, as we know, as far as I know, has not come back. Whether it ever will, I don't know. But there we are. That's all I've got to say this time. Once again, thanks for watching. Thank you.